with the game underway. It's match point for our... Looking at the emblems, nothing too crazy. Ashley here on this Marcel, fantastic. Hasn't been picked off a single time, but this is what Erika wants to do, right? On this Kalea, play aggressive as much as possible. They're looking to take down Ashley here, but so far the emblems, the setup looking super solid. Sayori been pushed back, not able to get the control of the river, so RRQ Shira get control of the mid duo, get prio in terms of rotation, but Ashley not letting up, still looking to get on top of Eiko, looking to go for the jab and then punch. Arya getting caught out in the title strike, looking to force out a flicker, but Riley comes in with a dark wave, able to create some sort of space. And I think here in this very moment, Gen G not able to get answered, not able to get frozen out on the bot side. It's all, I think it's gonna come down to the rotation in terms of, oh no, first blood of the mid lane. Sayori able to pick off Weeby, who didn't want to use the flicker even, right? Saving the flicker for the neutral objective, which is the bigger fish to fry in this case for RRQ Shira. And I think that's crucial. That's crucial to realize that RRQ know and understand they want to get this big neutral objective. So if you're Gen G, you try and blitz this as fast as possible. And now with Nick, you push, Arya pushes Nick back as much as she can. But yeah, Tiramisu, Ashley, the recall taunts are slowly coming in. Panda makes her way into the pit also. I think Gen G here capitalize, get themselves...
Yeah.
The turtle.
Very exciting. Very exciting. Thank you, Kronos. Thank you so much. You did a great job.
You're fine.
Did a great job.
Gotta say.
Tell me about these drafts a little bit.
RRQ Shira looking strong, man. I'm telling you. I think RRQ Shira look... they've kind of pushed back Gen G into a corner. They forced them to a Paquito, but look at the fight there, though.
A little bit of damage.
Oh no, Nick, gotta go down, right? Oh no, Riley, just maintaining that front line. Oh, here Ashley going in, tracking shot, able to push them back, but here, I don't. How much more are you gonna push her back? That's the question, right? How much more are you gonna push her back?
All right, so Gen G gives them everything, right? Gen G gives them everything at this point. I mean, RRQ Shira gives them everything they want. Tiramisu, we haven't seen her on the Guinevere just yet. If she can pull it, or we have seen her, but she lost last time she was on it. If she can pull it off this time, it could be a big statement. You talked about statements and RRQ maybe wanting to beat the Marcel. I don't think it's a good play. Riley is on the Phoveus. Should be something that helps out at least. Should be something that works okay against the Harith, okay against the Paquito, but is it going to be enough? Tiramisu with the beautiful Violent Requiem though, and down goes Nick. A great catch in the midst of the RWM.
Really well played, and I think here Sayori black shoes, but look at that, nice use of the Tsunami Slam to Golden Hour just to create the separation. Ashley walking up, takes the damage from the tower, but here looking to get onto Erika. Still has the flicker. Erika is playing quite aggressive, but not as aggressive as she liked because of the Marcel here. Riley missed another dark wave going in. Panda looking to help secure the turtle. Tiramisu gets it for herself. Gen G have the advantage this game on the front foot compared to the previous one.
All right, so RRQ Shira behind a little over 1,000 gold, and Ashley continues to be the nuisance on this Marcel that we have seen her being time and time again. I can still not wrap my head around the fact that they gave this the items already. There is a small lead between Panda and Y-Wing. The Harith falling into their hands.
Yeah. I think at the moment, taking a look at the way that they've kind of worked their way around here, RRQ Shira looking to play the long game a little bit. They do have high ground with this Eve, right? They do have high ground with this Eve. And I think sieges will be easier. Ashley looking to get into their heads also. Dropping that extra bit of Malaysian flag. You know, just showing that they got the Malaysian duo mixed up with them at the same time. But yeah, I think in this case, Gen G have got what, 1,000 gold lead. It was 2,000 at one point. RRQ looking to catch up a little bit slowly, but Arya not allowed to play her game here. That's what RRQ need to do. Force Arya back as much as possible and makes life difficult for the rest of Gen G here, just because of the fact that they're lacking the physical damage, and you know Basha is going to be a monster frontline tank when it comes to holding up magic defense, right?
Most definitely. Now the last turtle of this match will be up. RRQ, are they actually going to be able to fight for it? Are they going to try to fight for it? It's a 2,000 gold lead in the hands of Gen G.
Y-Wing.
And a little bit of damage on the Panda. Ewika trying to find her way there as well, but the BMI back. And RRQ still unable to put a kill onto the board, let alone a tower, let alone a turtle.
Yeah, Ashley here playing really well. The Purified, the turtle's going to be easily secured by Gen G. Again, Arya needs to be let loose a little bit on this Paquito. The moment she's let loose, Gen G will start toppling RRQ. But RRQ doing a fantastic job to keep her at bay, just because they got themselves the Phobius. The Phobius is yet to pop online. These extended team fights that Gen G are looking to take, just because they have the Lilia, will start working out of the favor of RRQ. They got themselves the first few items. Not crazy significant gold lead on one singular member, I would say, but pretty much distributed. So nothing out of the ordinary, Trex.
I mean, you were talking about Arya. I mean, Gen G's already kind of dominated a bit even without Arya, let alone when Arya does come in. RRQ again, you know, I worry so. Panda has the Harith, man. Ashley has the Marcel. The Harith isn't even against the Claude. It's been such a monster. And Y-Wing, I don't know, man. Unless Ewika makes some crazy play, maybe like right here. Panda able to dash back, uses him on Force, then comes Ashley to save the day. And RRQ, what they thought would be a gank, may turn into a death. Panda getting some great damage on Ewika. Sayori looking for the close off. One more hit on Ewika. Ewika tries to dash through. Sayori doesn't want to let it happen. Ewika finally goes down. Black shoes from Sayori. May get caught off herself. Able to use the Purify. Nick wants to chase her down. One more hit. Yes, the kill locks in. Nick at least picks up something. The Panda drops another Zamon's Force. Look at the damage on the Y-Wing. Blaze Duet. You're taken out before you can output anything. This is what happens when you give them everything they want.
Yeah, I think at that moment, even Sayori, right, realizing how desperate they were for the kill onto Ewika, goes in quite deep and still able to walk out with the help of the Purify on the right time too. And I think here it is crucial. Get that Nick's stun was super crucial there, just to make sure they're able to get this. Then Ashley just trying to hold on and trying to keep Sayori safe, but unable to do so. But in this case, look at that beautiful use of the spatial migration coming out from Tiramisu, making things work out for Gen G. Meanwhile, RRQ Weeby is yet to pop off a really good RWM. And same thing with Ewika as well. Not able to get a lot of these big Tsunami Slam title strikes or even the Flicker title strike combos. And Rylai's not even made her way into the fight yet. Meanwhile, the top side, the 1v1, that's the 1v1 I was kind of looking for. The Pack versus the Claude. Ooh, that was so close. Did you see that? A jab almost taking her out.
But not close enough. Y-Wing is able to survive, but still the pressure on the top side. Y-Wing can defend.
Oh no, Tiramisu.
Not down on the bot side. RWM does come out. Ashley able to get the stun on the multiples. Sayori just outputting the Glooms. In comes Panda to clean things up. Weeby goes down. Tiramisu is next. It's a 1-for-1 right now as Panda tries to continue the fight. Panda just bobbing, weaving, outputting, invincible, unstoppable. I mean, just continues to attack as Riley wants to try to close the distance, but can't get the kill. Sayori now in a little bit of trouble. Black Shoes pops back to engage. Panda re-engages as well on the bot side. The Arya almost gets the snipe. Another one down, a double. Looking for more, looking for the triple, but Riley continues to dunk on him. Panda won't go down just yet, though.
Back full HP. Arya's back full HP, and Rylan now taking on low. You can look at Arya, look at him to get a third. Could be able to get that one as well. Look at it go for the knockout strike. Not able to get it. Finally finds it, and now Nick comes into the party, but a little too late. Arya, this is what I was talking about, the pack, right? The couple of strikes, you get 2 kills, and now all of a sudden you got yourself a bounty. You're on a killing spree, get to 3 on the board, and all in one singular team fight from a 1k 2k goal lead. They flipped it around. 6,000 now in their favor, 5 to 6,000, and Genji get themselves a turtle off of a mistake that they made. RRQ She-Ra capitalized on, and they fumbled as well. Look at Arya again, caught in the midst of what, 3 members, but the golden hour saves her.
Ashley is so clutch with those golden hours every single time. For 3 games now we've seen this Marcel, and for 3 games we have seen how well she uses it defensively and aggressively.
Yeah, and I think here blue side is starting to become more clutch. If you ask me, I think RRQ She-Ra needs to hold on for dear life here, but Genji looks like they're taking this game by storm. 12 minutes in now, 6k gil, 7,000 goal lead. The Lord is coming down. The bot side, holy shields are gonna get popped. So talk about a timing, and they've got a massive fat wave coming on the bot side. So RRQ She-Ra must put out everything that they can to mount this defense. They do have high ground as a saving grace to the form of this RWM, and Ewika does have the flicker to look at to pick off someone.
A lot of damage. RWM comes down. Sayori able to use the black shoes, but they're under the tower, and they're still outputting a beautiful golden hour once again. Lord still
Erica
crushing in. Erica brought low, taken out. Double kill for Tiramisu. Blaze Duet comes out from Y-Wing, but still unable to connect, unable to get a kill, unable to finish them off. Riley trying to dunk down, but the damage just isn't there for RRQ She-Ra. Riley all alone in the midst of all 5 members. A killing spree for Tiramisu, an unofficial triple, but still Genji march forward.
Yeah, I think right now only 2 members left to defend, Y-Wing and Nick, and Y-Wing does not have the blazing duet. Here comes Weeby, does have the RWM, looking to drop it down. No, she does not. Ashley taking out low, so they have to back off, respecting the damage that RRQ She-Ra have. Nick looking to chase down Ashley. They're seriously thirsty for that kill on that Marcel, but not able to find it. Spatial migration, Violet Requiem, but into the golden hour.
Ashley gets caught by the RWM though. Nicolette still in danger as Arya chases them down. Y-Wing low, Wiling out. Panda gets the kill, a double, looking for more.
Oh, she finds it, man. That was, did you see Y-Wing? That was full HP into a nothing. After one's amount of force, what, Chrono Dash and Synchro Fusion, and boom, you're almost dead. That's insane damage coming out from this Harith right now. They got no way to stop it. And Arya as well, holding on the front line as much as possible. Tiramisu comes in the beautiful golden hour. Enough time for Panda to make it to the fight. Arya gets caught in the tsunami slam, but enough time. Look at what I'm talking about. Y-Wing just deleted instantly. Arya wasn't even present. Panda finds herself a double, and now Genji looking to take this game. They got themselves a 10k goal lead.
10,000 gold lead, 14 minutes in. Panda is about 2,000 gold ahead of Y-Wing right now, but RRQ still want to look for fights. They're still pushing out, still trying to create space. Don't know if it's a move, but at this point, what do you really do?
What can they do, man? They got to give up the Lord right now. They got to play the map. They got to play the map, right? You go back in time and you don't
give the Marcel and the Harith over. That's what you do.
Yeah, that's another thing. Listen to Caster Trex. Listen to T-Rex Senpai at this point.
Coach Trex is angry right now.
Oh,
I just can't believe that. I just can't believe that happened. RRQ She-Ra now on the defense. Lord coming in. Genji Esports. Panda 4-0-6, along with Arya 3-0-3. The damage is there, the answers are there, the CC's there, the crowd control, everything they want to end this game, and RRQ She-Ra staring down the face of what could have been a match point finish. Sayori into the backside, pops black shoes, a nice tsunami slam. RWM comes out as well. RRQ looking to want to defend. Golden hour,
Nick
helps
alone.
save the day, stuns 3. Panda able to drop some on force, finds Nick. Riley low as well. Panda dances the back and forth, looking for one more hit. Blazing Duet, not enough to clean the house though, not enough to end things, not enough to save the day. As Panda moves on to the base and RRQ Shira can do nothing to defend. It's game 5, it's tied up, it's 2-2.
We're going all the way, folks. Even Panda's like breathing. Sayori doing the same. Everybody looking to get there. It is a match point. Hopes and prayers right now to get themselves past the boarding. You know, they're there. They got the boarding passes right now. It's just one final call to take themselves there. But here, MVP from that previous game is gonna be Panda on this here at 7-0-7. Is Harith the key, or is it the blue side, Trex? What is it?
All I gotta say is, as always, Panda plays amazing on the Harith. So did Y-Wing last game. Harith may just be the answer. It could be blue side. It could be bad choices overall from both teams when they're on red side. I don't know. Red side, maybe it's like a drug, man. They're just getting high when they're over there and doing some silly things. But right now, Panda showed up 7-0-7 every time Panda has this hero. I mean, Y-Wing played good on the Harith, don't get me wrong, but Panda plays differently on the Harith. Doesn't take deaths. Arya as well on the Paquito. Finally really got to show up on that hero. We got to see what it's made of.
Can we talk about how Ashley's gone 3 games without a single death on this Marcel? And she's got 10 plus assists, like what, 17 assists in the first game, 12 assists right now. In the previous game, 6 assists. Like, not a single time you've gone down. And not like she was, you know, playing for KDA. I can imagine a lot of people saying like, hey, Ashley's playing for KDA, she's not going, you know, like there were times where she was taking a face full of Blazing Duet into an RWM and protecting her back line and still walks out, right? So I don't know. It's got to be some sort of a cheat code here. Just saying, ladies and gentlemen. So figure it out. If you figure out how Ashley, she probably, you know, probably looked at how JP plays it too. You never know. They probably share some sort of similar DNA when it comes to playing this Marcel at this point. But it's working out so well. She's. Do you give the Marcel again to them?
She's better than any of the guys at Marcel.
Oh yeah,
everything
100%.
we saw in MCT on the Marcel was garbage compared to Ashley's Marcel. She's a monster on this hero. Nobody should be letting her play this hero. From here, if Marcel's still as good in MWI, if any team at all, I don't care who they are, let her play that hero, it's going to be a freaking problem. If she makes it to MWI, obviously. She's still got another game to go, and hopefully RRQ Shira doesn't let her have it in game 5.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's the thing. But now it's going to game number 5, right? And Genji are on the red side. Do they stick to the same bans, or do they make the trade? That's the question right now. Whatever they've tried on the red side hasn't worked. They banned out what, the Jushin, they banned out the Marcel, and the third was usually what, the Freya. No, the Freya comes out of the blue side. Is it the Freya?
Freya normally comes out of red side, but I don't know.
So what do they let through? Are they willing to let through the Marcel? Do they say themselves like, you know what? Let's leave a couple of the picks open. No, I think
like, so that
I think you leave the Freya,
right? Or Zushin, Marcel, like
Harith. No, not the Jushin. Stop that. Stop that. I'll stop you right there. Not the Jushin.
They let the Harith open.
Do they let the carry through?
No, they only ban carry on blue side, my friend.
Yeah.
They don't ban it on red side. That's why
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Make sense. I don't, like
no, Harley. They've been banning out the Harley, so they let the Harley through.
Oh, they ban Harley on blue side.
They ban Harley on red too. Genji are the ones that ban it all the time.
I think Genji banned Marcel on blue side, which is weird.
Genji banned Marcel on red side because they want the Marcel for Ashley.
I mean, I think RQ banned Marcel on blue side.
Yeah, that makes sense here. So, but there's also the glue that's available that's been really annoying, right? Right, that's what Genji don't want to deal with, so they ban out the glue every single time. But rather, the blue side is right? That's what Gen G don't want to deal with, so they ban out the glue every single time. But rather, the blue side is right. That's what Gen G don't want to deal with, so they ban out the glue every single time. But rather, the blue side is right. That's what Gen G don't want to deal with, so they ban out the glue every single time. But rather, the blue side is
Max out on your styles with the Myntra end of season sale.
which is dictated by the draft.
The case exactly, but I think sometimes it's like, oh, we only lost to the Marcel because we did something wrong. You know, I think there's the idea that they maybe could beat it, right? Or we only lost to the Harith because, you know, I think there's there needs to be some coping that needs to be dealt with for them to change up the draft, right? That's why we keep seeing the same exact bans and a lot of similar picks coming in and the same losses happening into those picks. So Gen G on red side, it is match point for both teams no matter what. This is the last game of MWI qualifiers. The winner of this next game, it's all down to one. All the marbles right here. One team will move forward to Paris and one team will stay home.
You know what? Looking at the previous game's poll, it's getting closer, man. RRQ 62%, Gen G 38%. So the more we go, the more people are looking like, hey, Gen G could be a thing. But hey, the kingdom got to wake up at this point. Come in and show your support for the RRQ Shira team. But in this case, one ticket to Paris. One ticket to look at the Eiffel Tower. I mean, they can look at it whenever they want, but to complete at the EWC stage, that's what we're talking about. So don't get it confused, chat. Don't get it confused, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, in this game number 5, how are they going to approach that? That's the only thing on my mind right now, Trex. How is the red side going to change the draft? Or are RRQ Shira going to say, we want the red side?
That would be
crazy.
Ridiculous.
Plot twist.
At that point, I wouldn't continue casting. I would put down my headphones and go to bed.
Hey man, you never know. You never know.
I'm just kidding.
You never know.
That would be worse than giving the Marcel over last game. Imagine real plot twist, they pick red side and give the Marcel and the Harith again.
Oh no. You want it?
Don't play with my emotions.
I'm serious. Do you want it?
Silence.
Okay, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out, my guy. You're gonna find out. But
what is that rule?
I mean, no,
rule?
It makes sense. It's nothing crazy. But hey, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out who's gonna go, which side is gonna go blue, which side is gonna go red, yada yada yada. And I think I haven't been in the lobby for like the past 2 games, by the way. Just saying, it's game 5, gotta get in, right? Do I lock in?
I don't know. Yeah, you lock in.
All right, we'll figure it out. Let's go. We figure it out. We make things happen. I think right now it is a game number 5, ladies and gentlemen. And I think it's going to come down to, it's 2-2. It's the 5th game. Oh, the 5th game. And who go, like, honestly, I think in this case, whoever goes to represent NA in the MWI, we've seen absolute cinema games. We've seen both teams are capable. Both teams are worthy to get to that point, right?
Both teams are worthy. Yes, both teams are very, very worthy. Definitely very worthy. Like I said when this started, whoever wins this, I will give my full support to. And my hope is that we get an absolute banger out of this. We've gotten to go 5 games. Some of these drafts have been a little, like it could have been different. Things could have changed. But hey, here we are on game number 5. Ashley versus Nicolette. Multiple players on both teams looking to get that 3-peat at MWI, looking to go back and show up again once more at EWC, this time with even more on the line, because last time they got 2nd place. Now they're looking for a big, they're looking for the revenge against Vitality. They're looking for the revenge of trying to maybe take the crown this time.
I think who is going to be able to take it? Who's going to take it all the way? I mean, of course, the defending champions. Would Vivian be mad if Ashley didn't make it? That's kind of like just a question. Would Vivian be mad if Ashley didn't make it?
I don't think in all honesty, I don't even think Ashley's on Vivian's radar.
God damn.
Completely honest. I'm
not
trying to say
I'm not.
Vivian's just
no. You're right.
She's got like, I think even then
she got
like,
bigger fish to fry, huh?
I think Vivian's very confident in herself. If you get there,
get
there. We can meet again. You make it to that grand final slot again. We'll battle it out. But until you beat Vivian, you're not on her radar.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think for but hey, to get there, you never know. We might find Ewika. We might find Caster saying Ewika on the MWI stage. So yeah, I think
we're vibing.
We're gonna make sure everything works out. But yeah, I think it's every match. I think it's every match because that's what was sent. But anyway, the draft pattern of this next game is gonna be so important, so crucial. And you know what, folks, we're gonna get an interview, of course.
What if they just didn't ban anything? What if they just didn't ban anything?
Yeah. He just repeated times, but you know what, folks, we're gonna get an interview after the game, of course, with the winning team. So once the game is won, we're showing all the items and stuff, yada yada yada. We'll try and show the cams of the players. So while we're kind of doing that, we will be moving around as well to get players on. So we're just what you call it, fair warning, a fair warning to
call it.
Yeah.
Candy bar.
What kind of candy bar?
Marshmallow, chocolate, caramel. It's a whatchamacallit. It's like got a bunch of stuff.
Is it caramel? Is it caramel? What do you call it, caramel?
I mean, that's all, objective.
I guess so. There you go. You got what you wanted. You got what you wanted.
What are we doing now?
Oh, we just wait for the games to start. You and me are hanging out.
What do we think? What do we think changes here from each team?
I don't know.
All right. Okay. So the final. All right. We can talk about this once we get to the draft, I guess.
Yeah. But
we talk about.
Do you want to take a look at the lineup, folks? For those of you who are joining right now, we'll show you the lineups of both these teams. We're talking RRQ Shira as well as Gen.G Esports. It's coming down to the final game, right? It's come down to the final game. Trex, it's all you.
RRQ, Nicolette, Riley, YQ, Erica, Jollibee, Ying, This is a team that people probably thought weren't going to be able to take on Gen G, and so far they have gone the distance from sweeping them in the upper bracket finals to getting to match point first here in the finals, and now sitting here on game number 5. Nicolette has been a member of this community for a very long time, but you know who else has? The members of Gen G. Ashley holding the face of this team, followed by Panda, Tiramisu, Sayori, Aria. This is your main roster with Rui, Houdini sitting on the bench right now. They had a rough start. We saw some great games from them today. Able to go the distance against U2 and still playing their 8th game today. They've been here as long as we have casting. They gotta be tired, but they're holding strong right now.
Yeah, it's got to be a miracle run if they make it right all the way from what. And the worst part, I would say, if you're Rui, like, you got to be feeling for the team, man. You got to be staying up late to make sure they're able to get this big dub. And if Gen G make it through all the odds that they've gone through, right? And if Rui is there at the MWI in Paris, France, she's gonna turn up. She's gonna turn up like crazy. So yeah.
So at this point, where do we go from here? We're into the draft. Gen G Esports gets the blue side. I'm sure people are confused. Yeah. I was a little confused. For those that don't know, for the deciding match, it comes back down to a coin flip. Match number 1 is a coin flip. After that, subsequent matches are gone to the losing team. For the deciding match in a best of 5, they do another coin flip. Gen G gets to get blue side here. They ban out the Harley, they ban out the Glue, Freya, Jushin, RRQ. If you guys don't ban out the Marcel, my heart might shatter into a million pieces.
Yeah. Will it though, Trex?
It will. It will definitely shatter into a million pieces. They ban out the Marcel. There we go. We're all happy. We had a little bit of moment of silence there. We had to contemplate life for a second.
Yeah, definitely making things work for
Harris
everything
still gets
in
picked up,
that.
first picked.
I'm born with talent.
Harriet. But right now, Harriet hands a Panda. The Gourd comes through. That's the trade. That's the trade that they were looking for. The Gourd has been a problem, right? But now how do they deal with this Gourd? They don't even get the Guinevere on the other side. It's been the Gourd that they've been banning out throughout. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. So, Genji, Paquito.
I don't know.
You don't know about that Gourd?
Man. No, I don't know if it was worth. I mean, like the
carry.
We'll see. I don't know. I like the Paquito and the Basha. I think right now Genji looks great.
Yeah, I like the Gourd though. The Gourd's really good to play in from from behind in terms of that Mystic Gush. But we already saw Genji go against that right today. We already saw Genji go up against that today, and the Esmeralda again.
I don't know if the Gourd was ever worth banning like that in my mind. Like, I was confused RRQ was banning that over the Marcel for multiple games. But hey, we'll see if it really shows up. They get the Esmeralda here. Esmeralda had a really good game earlier. Riley on the Esmeralda looked clean. It was a later pick, and it was against the Uranus and multiple other shield heroes. But against the Paquito, it should still do well. Against the Harith, it should still do well. So this could be the answer RRQ was looking for.
Yeah, I think it's. You know what?
We're
just baffled, folks. All right, We've been here for a while now. We're finally trying to see and understand what's going on. It doesn't mind taking a punch to the face, the Esmeralda, but against the Boxia as well. I'm just looking at that. So countermeasures are picked up, right? The Gourd for the Boxia. You have the Esmeralda for the pack. If you're RRQ Shira, you also got this Guinevere that could come out if they're trying to go for an Eve on the other side, which could work well against the Gourd. But also the Lilia. That's another pick they take out right now. And you're pushing back Genji to a slight bit of a corner, right? You're pushing back Genji to a corner right now. Take out the Claude. Are you gonna take out all the goal lane heroes that's available? What else is left here, Trex, that they can take out from the side of Y-Wing? No Claude, no Carry, no Harriet, no Kaja as well, maybe no Kalea.
You take out the Moskov to it, just really
Moskov, yeah.
Destroy the gold lane. And then RQ does the same thing to the mid lane, right? You take out the Lilia, you take out the Eve, and there's not really much left there in sense of mid lane picks.
I think Valentina is available, but Valentina is not so great. Oh, they take out the Valentina. They get
against the Esmeralda either.
How are they gonna lock in?
Hurting on the lane right now, but I feel like hurting on the gold lane may be a bigger problem for RQ Shira.
Yeah, but are they willing to? Are they gonna ban out another gold lane, or are they gonna take out like Kalea here? Another thing though, please, Denji, don't go for the Badang, please. Not against the Esmeralda. We already saw that game number 1 didn't work out. Don't do that again. For the love of God, give us a, you know, something to work with. The Kaja, there you go. The Kaja's gone. I was thinking about that. The Kaja's gone right now. So what's left? Moskov, Beatrix. Oh, they leave the gold lane till the end, baby. Y-Wing as much as you can. They get themselves the Grok. It's a kind of a similar formula we saw. The front three, the three big tanky heroes that we saw kind of like in game number 3 that Genji went against U2, but in this case they got themselves an Esmeralda, which is a little more mobile. Same thing with the Guinevere as well. So what could come out here? Eve plus no, I don't want the Eve though. Kalea, no, not good against the Grok. Hylos
is open. You could just go for the Hylos and keep it simple, but it's kind of a easy target for Gwyn, for Grok, all of it.
I mean, it's fine. You get to revitalize.
Oh, there it is. There you go. There it is. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen. Ba-dang, dang, dang. Bang, da-dang, dang, dang. Last pick. Do we see the Moskov here?
Why are they doing this, Trex?
Honestly, against the Paquito, Moskov is decent. Anyone that wants to dive on you, the Moskov can kind of hold its own. You can still go for the split push that you normally like. The problem is going against...
Does well against the Herald also.
Does it? I guess.
I mean, not in the laning phase, but later on.
Oh!
Pocket pick.
Can she pop off like Zia does, though?
Hey, man, it's now or never. It's now or never if you're Y-Wing.
It's all in the line here.
Is there a better time to pop off? Is there a better time to pop off, right? The stage is set. They got their boarding passes. It's the final call, Trex. Who's gonna go to Paris?
Oh. We're gonna see. We got about 15 to 30 minutes to figure out who our MWI qualifier champion will be. Any last thoughts on the draft, Kronos?
RRQ draft is good, man. Not gonna lie. That Esmeralda, the Gourd, things are adding up. Genji looking to go dive, but the moment they dive, who's gonna get on top of the Gourd? That's the same question. Again, Ashley's gonna try and get that fist crack down, but the Esmeralda is gonna be standing tall. Can Arya not fall in the early game to Rylai? And also, can the Boxia hold their own? Can Tiramisu pull it off this time?
As we jump into the land of Dawn, it's match number 5. Genji is on their 8th game straight, holding on for dear life, trying to take another win. RQ Shira won it as well. The winner of this final match will go and represent North America in the MWI at EWC.
Oh, for all the marbles. For all the marbles it is. Ashley trying to get into their heads early on. Tiramisu looking to get the Lethal Wanderer. So first bit of a neutral objective on the side of Gen G. A little bit of an advantage, but the advantage is what they want in the side lanes, right? Especially in the EXP. Arya needs to win that battle. Panda as well as Y-Wing. I think that's going to go Panda's way, but Arya here on the other hand, they need that win. If Esmeralda gets out of control, the game is gone from the hands of Gen G, and they know that. Same thing with RRQ Shira. They want to keep Sayori under wraps as much as possible and not let and allow Rylai to get out of control. That's why you can see they're immediately playing towards the side of the EXP, right? Pushing for Rylai to get the advantage. Panda, on the other hand, too much poke taken away. Like taking too much poke against Y-Wing here.
Oh, Y-Wing's doing a good job on the Obsidia, honestly. Winning a little bit in lane, at least in terms of trades of damage. RQ Shira taking a look at Erica as well, keeping nice presence in the river. First turtle's going to be crucial as Rylai gets the advantage on the rotations as well. RQ, in terms of every lane, seems to be doing well in the first 2 minutes.
Well, RRQ Shira right now finding answers, finding ways to make it through. Tiramisu going in, trying to contest the turtle. Ewika push back a little bit, gets caught in the shield unit, but look at the gush coming out.
Yeah, imagine Gush, a lot of damage on a Tiramisu. Rylai brought down to about half health as Ashley tries to back off.
Sayori.
Backside though, Nick goes down as Tiramisu gets a kill and Erica's on the run. Arya flickers in, looking for one more shot, looking for the final hit. Rylai forced to back off. Traction pulse doesn't fully connect, but Arya
not like that.
Pushed away. Erica is played safe. Rylai now trying to lock on to Erica, but wait a second, Rylai brought low. One more hit and Arya does finally go down. Turtle will go into the hands of Gen G, though. It's a 1-for-1 in terms of kills.
This is what I was talking about, right? Arya needs to not fumble in the early game. Need to get it in the bag right now. They give the free kill onto Rylai, flickering forward, and I think, did she kind of like mess up the combo? Did she not? She could have gone for the double dash straight away into the jab, right? She could have done that, but then opted to go for the jab first and then for the double dash. By then, Ewika was a little out of range also. But I think also the passive Ewika just popped off at the right time, got the shield enough to survive, and then you were able to try and take down Rylai, but then you forget you're going up against an Esmeralda, you get yourself the jab, get the shield, and Rylai survives. So I guess just a sequence of events that happened to Arya in that fight, not allowing her to get to the point where she can scale, but that means Rylai does have the advantage right now, right? And Arya didn't even get a single assist off of that fight. Although, I'm surprised Sayori didn't walk off with more kills.
I think one big problem here is that Nicolette took that death too. Tiramisu got the kill, now a level up. Or no, same level. Not too far behind, but Tiramisu does have a small EXP advantage. Matthew Gush, though, the bush, the knock-up, a lot of damage on Tiramisu, but Rylai somehow was the first to go down, and Tiramisu finally drops Erica, able to get the kill, but Panda gets involved with the Zamon's force, putting some nice damage, chasing down Nicolette. Nicolette for the re-engage. Nicolette, what are you doing? Where are you going? You're taking out Sayori. It's a 2-for-2. Rylai and Arya, Tiramisu and Nick. Jungle for jungle, EXP for EXP.
Ewika's playing well. She got a double kill in her hands, but that's a Grok, right? Sooner or later, the Grok's going to go down when you get a massive engage. So you don't want that kind of killing spree. You don't want that little bit of a bounty on their roamer, but also at the same time, that tech charge was nasty. That tech charge was absolutely nasty in that fight, but Ashley pushing them back, making sure she's keeping them at bay. This is what I'm talking about. You need to hand the kills into Sayori, who needs to scale much faster, get those Sky Piercer stacks going, and this is what we didn't get to see from Sayori in game number 3. Those traction pulses were not connecting, but now they are. But also at the same time, the Gourd has been clinical with his projectiles, and Tiramisu's not allowed to play.
Damage on Aoka though. Magic
look at Panda. No.
Just not there. Nice knock up. Panda in a little bit of trouble. Able to pop Zamon's force. Back off and re-engage. Just like always. Rylai taken out. Arya gets the kill. And now Nick may just be next. Will go down, but not before taking out Arya. Turtle back into the hands of Gen G. That's going to be the second one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good engage coming out from the side of Genji, right? Tiramisu goes in first, but also it started off with Nick able to get that stun as Erica bought that, and then you get that spatial migration into the projectile, and the gush comes out as well. So you got a Panda getting caught there in that moment, just not allowing them to get to the right point. But there, Arya comes in, bang bang, a knockout strike, and then making sure Genji get the advantage. But also with the lineup that RRQ Shira have, they can make a comeback, right? Just because they got themselves this Esmeralda. They have the ability to absorb all these shields and become a problem. Y-Wing hasn't taken a death yet. Building to a Sky Piercer as well after the Corrosion Sight. So that could be a problem. Meanwhile, Sayori, a different approach this time in terms of the build, right? We saw previous game went for the glowing wand and then get to the Sky Piercer, this time getting the feather, so opting to go for a little bit more damage and probably into the Blood Wings for survivability. So damage is going to come online, but again, that Sky Piercer on Y-Wing, if they get a couple of kills, yeah, it's going to be trouble for Genji.
And I think the big loss here, the big worry for Genji is the fact that Arya has gone down so many times. Even if it's a trade between Nick and Arya, I mean, between Riley and Arya, the thing is the Paquito will have ended. Ooh, wait a second, a lot of damage on Arya once again. Riley and Y-Wing getting some nice poke out. Arya looking for the re-engage, able to at least clear the minion. Up on top side, Nicolette is just trying to farm. This is not a hero for Nick right now. Nick's having a rough time, might get ganked up top. Gonna fall in a little bit of trouble as everyone pinces around her.
Oh,
she
Nick's
doesn't have a space migration, uses the Violent Requiem, but it's not enough to keep her alive. Panda gets the kill.
Ashley's doing a fantastic job on this Badang, right? But don't get overly zealous, because we've seen what happened to the MCT. She was playing the Badang really well at around the 11th minute mark, made a big fumble, and then let the game slip. But in this case, Genji, I mean, it's a different team for her. So hopefully she's able to keep her cool and get to the point, because it is a ticket to Paris after all. The boarding pass has already been secured. They just at the gate. RRQ Shira, Ewika already got that big tech charge out the way. 2 minutes to the Lord. They need to find a push on the top side. Y-Wing's trying to go in, but Genji won this mid-tier 1.
Yeah, RRQ Shira should be able to defend as long as they don't make any huge
Oh,
mistakes.
Riley's cooked, right?
Out, doesn't connect. Riley should be good. Riley's good. But you can see the damage definitely coming out. Y-Wing able to push up top. Tiramisu going to try to chase her down. She's in a bad spot. Ashley shows up as well, unable to make the full connect though. RRQ gets back to safety. Ooh, bot side. Riley takes a lot of damage, almost taken out by Arya there in a 1v1.
This is the build that I was kind of saying from Arya, right? You got yourself the Hunter Strike, and then you go for the Sea Halberd, and now you got enough damage to kind of one-shot whoever you want, but also at the same time, next you're gonna get yourselves the... Oh no, Sayori playing a dangerous game there. Purify baited out early. Y-Wing looking to go down, but it's barely surviving. I think if Arya next will be the Queen's Wings, they get the tier 2 on the bot side. 1v2, she's still able to survive this. No way, right?
Violent Requiem, nope,
Yeah.
can't get away. As long as you get that connect, you're good. As long as you get the Violent Requiem, Arya can go down, but the crowd control's gotta be there.
Yeah, 100%, but the damage was started to show right at that point. Arya 1-4-2 in this game, but then again, it's not like she's playing bad. It's just unfortunate that they got a lot of crowd control on the other side, and her role is fit such that she has to play this kind of like a off-lane Lone Ranger kind of a role in this lineup at the moment. But the Sky Piercer on Y-Wing, building into the DHS after the Corrosion Sight. Radiant Armor already bought in. Again, nothing crazy for Nick. Gonna go for the Winter Crown. Oh, goes for the Queen's Wings early. Okay, so looking to survive a lot longer in these fights. So the Violet Requiem, once they get a good spatial migration, I think they just want to go for whoever the target is. So I think RRQ Shira have a game plan in mind, but 2k goal lead on the side of Genji.
Yeah, I think Nick has to go for the Queen's Wings, right? Because the thing is Nick jumps in right now. There's so much damage. Even if you get the Violent Requiem off on somebody, Panda or Sayori are just going to kill you, or Arya. Any three of them are going to take you out in a matter of seconds. Nick can't even play aggressive on this hero. You are essentially just a You just need to try to focus on getting these retries off. Maybe get the knock up on a tiramisu in the nick of time, and you're able to pop a nice retry. Secure the Lord. That needs to be Nick's major objective. Riley with the re-engage.
Oh, Ashley.
Oh, nice fist crack on, and Nick in a little bit of trouble. Magic Gush tries to come out to defend, but Panda drops him on force and is unaffected by it all. There goes another, a double into the hands of Panda. This is trouble for RRQ.
Yeah, this is trouble for RRQ. They were trying to deal with Arya the entire time. They forgot there was a massive problem in front of them. That was Panda, you know, and Panda is scaled at this point. I got the orange buff and everything. Tiramisu don't need no buff at this point. Tiramisu just needs a lot of defensive items, and you got to stay in front. Look at that, Panda pushing them back. Ashley found the right opportunity. Riley did go in first, so here you go. Get them in place, and you find Nick. You take down the damage dealer, and look at Panda. She went in, dropped the Zaman Force at the right point, able to dish out the damage not only to Phoebe, but taking down Nick first.
This is exactly why I just think that the Harith is so disgusting, because you drop a Zaman's Force, you're literally sitting in a Magic Gush for 3 seconds and just completely unaffected by it. It's also why I'm confused on why the Gourd was so heavily prioed, banned in the beginning from RQ, enough to give the Marcel over. Yes, it's good, but is it that good? Right now, it's not winning them the game. Phoebe has only taken 1 death and still hasn't, like, you're not destroying them with that Magic Push. They're literally sitting inside of it unaffected, both Ashley and Panda. RQ now backed into the wall, and Gen G with a 4,000 gold lead.
I mean, RRQ can still make a comeback, Trex. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, they're pushed back, but Y-Wing is scaling, got herself the golden staff right now. Nick just needs to get a good spatial migration on top of someone, and then they can move that, they can transition that into the Gush and layer the skill with the tech charge also. So yes, things are possible. RRQ Shira are not out of it yet. Right, and taking a look at the emblems and the items, they're still making their way. You got yourself what the what you might call that one, bro? The one with the Guinevere right now, the emblem.
Guinevere.
I'm forgetting that. The Swift,
so
the
small,
Season Hunter.
I can barely see it.
Isn't that the?
I can barely see it. It's so small.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We'll forget about it. Somebody help us out in the chat. Wait.
I don't have my
forget
glasses
that.
on,
Jesus.
my guy.
I mean, I got different glasses on. Somebody help us out. Falls, help us out if you know what the name of that one is. But yeah, at this moment, I know what it does. It reduces your cooldown of skill with it too after you use the ultimate. But I think in this case, RRQ Shira, they have the tools is what I'm trying to say. Or they go hammer and tongs, and Gen G are not going to be able to make a comeback. That's the thing about Gen G's lineup. If they're behind, it will be very difficult to make a comeback just because Riley exists. You already got the shields with the Blood Wings on the side of Sayori. Ashley's got shields with the skill to the ultimate that she uses. Arya is basically built on shields at that point, and so is Panda. The only saving grace they kind of have for themselves is Tiramisu, who hasn't gone down a lot in this game, 2-1 and 4 compared to the previous games that she's been playing. So they've been holding their own and trying to find a way to stop Riley. But Riley, the more she is present in the front lines, the longer she lasts, the better it is for RRQ in every single team fight. So RRQ Shira need to play around this Esmeralda right now. Oh,
a little bit of damage.
Sayori.
But RRQ can just never catch him, and Aoka uses up the tech charge. Nicolette trying to gain a little bit of vision by jumping into that bush, looking for a target.
Oh,
Here
Ashley!
comes the fist crack. Once again to the backside of Phoebe is gone. Ashley connects. And the damage is on to RQ Shira. Ashley falls. Y-Wing able to pop off a little bit, but finally does fall. Y-Wing trying to run away. Y-Wing trying to get the safety force, use a flicker, but they're chasing her and Riley down and up on the top side while this is happening. Arya is shredding down onto the tower. Riley falls, and the tower might drop next. Y-Wing tries to lock onto Arya here. Arya taking a lot of damage. Y-Wing don't go too deep. Look at that damage from Arya. Winner crown. And Gen G are moving in quickly. They might look to end. There's no holy defense. 5 seconds for Aoka. Towers are dropping, and Gen G are going to move on to the Lord.
We're so serious and say 5
Temporal
seconds
rain.
to Aoka. Temporal rain, that's what it is, exactly. See what I'm talking? You know what I mean, right? That's what they tried to do that. But what a play from Ashley, right? 2 plays, 2 massive plays with that big fist crack, and 2 game-changing fights. And now they've extended their lead a little further to 6,000. So basically, every single time she gets this big fist crack, they're doubling the lead. So now it was 3K, it was 1K to 3K, now 3K to 6K. So it's working out. And RRQ are pushed back into a corner. But again, call me a broken record, they can still make the comeback possible. They have the lineup to do so. They have the tools. All they got to do is find a chink in the armor. But Gen G, their armor is made of gold at this point. And that, they're made of silver. Need to get to that gold point.
All right, board comes right down the mid side. Ashley looking for the big frisk crack once again. Tiramisu jumps in, lands on a Y-Wing. Y-Wing forces a dash back. Magic Gush comes out, but the damage still not completely there. Aewika gets a nice tech charge onto Panda. Panda drops him on Force though, and Riley's about to drop. Riley able to just get back safe. Aewika drops first. Riley still in the front side. A lot of damage on a Tiramisu, but still not enough. And Ari close the distance. Riley down, based out of 40%. Gen G, but wait a second. Y-Wing popping off with the response, and RRQ Shira is still able to defend as 3 members of Gen G drop in front of the crystal.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about, that spatial migration, right? With the help of the Queen's Wings, they proc the passive long enough for her to survive, and that was enough because Panda did not have the Purify at that moment. The tech charge comes in, and Panda used the Purify. The call came in, and now look at Nick, looking to get only on top of Panda the entire time, finds the opening, goes back to the crystal, comes back, they're looking to take it away, but Nick finds enough time, gets that spatial migration, and that was enough for Y-Wing to pop off as well. And now they're doubling down and trying to go gung-ho, but I think they're trying to bite off more than they can chew.
What are they doing?
Oh, they
Nick.
cooked. Oh, no.
Y-Wing. Double kill. What happened? Sayori happened. 509 happened.
Overheated?
Gen G happened. This crack happened on Aewika. Now Sayori's going to chip away. Aewika stuck behind a wall.
Forced to flicker.
Gen G looking to close things out here. Riley on the defense along with Phoebe and Aewika. Tiramisu going to come in. Panda does have his Mons Force final. Aewika completely whiffs it. She misses. No. She connects to nothing. Oh, no. She connects to air. And Gen G connect to the base. Gen G will be the MWI North American Qualifier champions. The representatives looking for revenge, looking for the 3-peat, looking to go back and try to reclaim what they couldn't get last year.
You can see how emotional and how much it means for these players. Panda about to break down at that point, but they were breaking down the crystal, breaking down the hopes and dreams of RRQ Shira in that game number 5. Oh, it was a one-way ticket. Like we mentioned before, if you gotta take that pass away, you want to take that visa, when you want to take away the ticket to Paris, it's got to be over the dead body, the cold dead bodies of Gen G. And of course, MVP Sayori 5011 taking a different approach for this game. Right, a different build compared to what we saw in game number 3, when it was a really good draft for themselves. For the first time in a long time, we could say that they had a great draft, but it was a different approach that mattered. Not opting to go for the Sky Piercer, not going for the utility, full damage. First item, Feather of Heaven, and then build.
People yearn for perfection.